And what's up, everybody, and welcome to another video. I'm not sure if you haven't seen any of my videos or my previous work. As you could tell, if you have seen my previous work, my background changed. I will be editing my background a little by little, so it will be changed to like something more flat, or a green screen or something like that, so that I could do cool effects where I put myself in like the environment or something like that. Let me edit my lighting so then you guys can kind of see my face better. How's that? Sorry if it's too bright in one side. Yeah, that works. All right, so let's get started with the video. And today we'll be animating, cause I do animations most oftenly. A penguin surfing as a request from my girlfriend Morgan. She is in the background right now. You want to say hi? Right. That's her. That's her saying hi without saying hi. Alright, let's animate the penguin surfing, and because I do have to go to bed for my work that I have, I'm gonna have a time limit, and also this will allow me to do other things throughout the day. Everybody got time limits for everything, right? So think about it like a personal project that you gotta do. Alright, let's get started with the drawing. Let me see, drawing tab. This is the drawing tab. Awesome. I'm thinking maybe in the future I'll remove that subscribe and follow when I go into the drawing tab so you can kind of see the full drawing tab. Another thing I need to double check is that my pen and stylus are working properly, because I did not check that earlier. Where is the apps? Yes, I got plenty of apps. Let's see, where does it open it? Oh, I opened it in this screen. Uh, Monitor, yes. Pen, here. Alright, so for some odd reason, my keyboard shortcuts have been kind of buggy. I'm not sure if this happens to all XP Pen tablets, but it just happens to it just so happened to happen to mine. It just whoa, yeah, haven't drawn in a while, as you can clearly tell by the fact that every single time I try to draw, it usually starts acting up. So maybe I should start off with like a basic sketch. I'm gonna pause the video, do like a really basic sketch, which you should have for all of your things. So the pausing the video is because it's acting kind of buggy, but hopefully it's not gonna keep on acting buggy. So I think it's so we're back, and this is so far what I got for a sketch. And for this, since it's gonna be an animation and it's gonna be 20 minutes, for the 20 minutes, I think is the 20-minute recording, not 20-minute sketch included, because I don't want to waste your guys' time. You guys just came here to see how it's gonna be animated, not how it's gonna be drawn. And if you guys did want to see how I did the drawings like this really quickly in Blender, you just let me know, and I'll show you in the next video or something like that. I'll do like couple more suggestions that, that my girlfriend will suggest to me, or just like do a random generator suggestion. So for this part, I'm gonna go onto the line work, or to the line layer, right? And then I'm gonna make sure, well, that the sketch one is lower in opacity. Let me bring this up because I don't think I'll be needing that much. Bring down that opacity. Let's go to the lines, and for the lines, I'm gonna select a different kind of brush. I don't like using that kind of brush, this kind of brush for what's it called? Um, Line work. I like to use it for sketching, but this, the one I'm using right now, I like using for line work. So I'm gonna scroll with the mouse wheel really quickly, and then I'm just gonna press shift and then drag on my canvas so I could move around. And I'm gonna quickly animate the penguin. First things first, I'm gonna animate it in layers. So I'm gonna have one layer where it's gonna be the penguin, and then the wave, like very similar layer, and then the wave is gonna be slightly lagging behind the penguin, and then everything else could be the another layer. So I'm gonna have lines, which is gonna be where the penguin's lines are gonna be. So really quickly, very simple. I'll do the lines. Maybe I'm gonna do lines like this. Maybe I'll do like a really quick shading, like simple shading, so you guys can kind of see how to do the blocking out of the shapes. Here I'm gonna do the feet, kind of like a club penguin feet. Back when club penguin was still a thing, and obviously the part for that. And now the surfboard, because he's obviously surfing on something. Wow, maybe I'll do like little splashes here and there. That's part of the line work. Or you know what? I won't do this little lines right here as part of the line work. I'll do it separately. Oh, and I want to make sure I lock this layers right here, the sketch layer, because the last thing I want is for me to be drawing and accidentally erase something from the sketch layer. So I'm gonna lock that one and go back up to line one. And now that that's all done and set, I'm gonna do a little bright highlight. So I'm gonna go onto I have the stroke color here section. Color. And then I'm gonna go to vertex color, and then I'm gonna go for very bright. And then I'm gonna do a little highlight right there. So it's just gonna make it. It's essentially I'm coloring it in as like that. And I'm gonna do a little highlight around here to kind of give the sense that there is division happening there. If it decides to go back, that'd be cool. Hopefully I didn't backspace twice. Oh, I did. That's why that one get erased. Okay. Okay. Very quickly and very softly press. Okay. And little highlight right there. And I know the penguin, this part is gonna be white, so I'm gonna color all of this white. As you could see, it's not the same white as like the background. So you can, whenever you're coloring things, you could do that. And I'm gonna go for like a dark gray for the basis of the what's it called, the penguin. And I'm gonna go onto the paint bucket tool. Move my go to the paint bucket tool. I'm gonna press on the fill layer, because you should you know what, I'll think I'll stick on the line layer. Normally you would do it on the on separate layers, but I'm gonna do it all the coloring and everything in one layer. Don't do this whenever you're trying to do something, because it could backfire. And I'm just gonna quickly draw by pressing shift and then going over everything like this. And obviously it backfired. Odd. Let me see if I press them there. Okay, it fills it in. What if I hide this? Alright, that kind of works. Just kind of ignoring the sound in the background. Alright, that there, that there. Maybe go for like a yellowish gray instead, cause of the sun hitting it and stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna color this line, and I go for a little bit more of a yellow, a little bit more brighter, maybe more towards orange for the feet, and bam, and bam, and bam. Uh, for me, I'm not really, as you could tell, like caring too much whether everything comes out perfect or not. I just want to make sure the main details are there. So let me draw the foot again. That is really thick, but it might have to do. I'll make sure it looks nice, naturally. You know what? Yeah, I'll leave it as is. I'll make this one thicker. That's what it is. And then I'll put the eye right here, little circle. And then I'm gonna go to vertex color, and then I'm gonna press, I think it's S. Is it S? No. I know there's a shortcut to doing the color picker tool. So I had to see how to do a color picker. I'll do it this way, I guess. This will do. Check for now. And what was I gonna color? Oh, the beak. That's what it was. That is too thick. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Very softly. Put it on. Let's see if it actually goes on, because sometimes it takes a little while to calculate. There. Yeah, that's good enough. And then I'm gonna do some like rim lighting. So I want like a nice sunset. So I'm gonna do like this nice red-ish orange. And I'm just gonna do it around the edges like this. And I don't like that. What you do in cases like this, you just take your overall drawing and then just add like a light effect onto it. For the surfboard, I want to do something that's gonna stand out from the blue, so I'm gonna go like a bright yellow edge also. I don't think I really need to fill it in like that. I could do it with the paint bucket tool. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go to the paint bucket tool and I get a yellowish, or I go for this red right here. I like the idea of that kind of red, and then I'm just gonna select on that, and voila. Now we got a nice color for it. And I'm gonna do this thing where I'm gonna go for a slightly more neutral tone, which is, this one's like a peach. So I'm gonna go onto this peach, and then I'm gonna do like a little line from here to here, and I'm just gonna do that, select all that, and like that. And then from here, 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 and like that. Maybe something like right here too. Yeah, that looks nice. Maybe some cool designs right there and there. Yeah, I like that. And I go for a little darker. I'm trying not to take too long because this is gonna be in animation. But to make it animation, you gotta have like a nice drawing or a nice basis for your sketch, for your animation. I mean, okay. And now I'm gonna go for like a color that it mixes between blue and uh what's it called? Blue and this red, so that this color works. And then I'm just gonna go around the edges right here, really tightly around the edges, kind of like that, and like that. Now, if I bring back the sketch, that's how it looks. See, that's coming out nice. And I do like a little white highlight, so I'm gonna do that on the eye. I like the idea of having a little highlight on the eye. Or yeah, something like that. And right here on the beak. Most of this is not gonna be visible, but just in case it is, I want to make sure it looks nice. Yeah, I'll just stick with the top part beak. And what the heck? Go back already. Sorry for that sound. I was scratching my face. Okay. Hmm. I press Control Shift C, so I redo instead of undo. Although I could have just saved myself some time and then just done it manually. Yeah. Yeah, that works. And then something like this. And then something like this. You notice how there is this color right here? I want to kind of do like this color picking right in that corner because it looks like slightly darker gray, and I think I could use that for the shadows. Or maybe I could just select it right here really quickly. Uh, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think I could work with that. Okay, so that I'm gonna do this whole entire area right here. It's gonna be covered up in shadow. And this part right here. That looks really weird. My ear's kind of itchy. And shift, select from here, something like this. And something like this. And if I zoom out, it looks like that. That's the penguin, and that's as detailed as it's gonna get because I know that this is the part that was gonna take me the longest. Now for the animation portion, it's gonna be really simple. I'm gonna take this. I could take the entire line, or I could take this, and I'm gonna press go onto edit mode. Press A, G. I'll move it back here. like off the screen. And then I go all the way to frame 30. And then I'm gonna press G. And then move it all the way back here. And essentially, right here, I'm just gonna have it be interpolated by having both of them in a way be selected. And where's the interpolation mode? I know there was like a shortcut. It was let's see, multi-frame, curve. Where's the interpolation thing? Is that it? Control Shift I. Nothing. Insert keyframe. No. I'll press space. Interpolate. Interpolate sequence. This grease pencil interpolate. Shift Control E. That's what it is. So I'm gonna press Shift Control E. And you see how it already interpolates it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select every other. So like this, and then this, and so on, like every other. And I'm just gonna be doing this thing where I can select multiple keyframes, and that'll be this one. And then I'm gonna press A, G, probably move them slightly down on the Z axis, just slightly. And then Alt A to deselect it. And now, if I play the animation, it should look slightly jittery. Which is not bad for it. And then I'm gonna press Tab, go back onto draw mode, and if I hide onion skins from it, this is how it looks. Which is not bad for penguin surfing. Now all we need is the wave behind it, and the things in the foreground, background, and everything. And we're all set. So first things first, let's draw that wave based upon the drawing that we already have. So add another layer, and essentially, as you could tell, I'm probably gonna be you're essentially gonna be doing the same thing as we did already. So this one call wave. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. It is high possibility that I won't get it all done in a very short period of time, but I'm gonna do my best to get it done. Okay, let's go for a blue. Let's go simple. I'm gonna do 2 colors for the waves. Actually 3. One for the suds, and one for the main color of the waves, like the top layer, and like something to make it look like it's in the shadow of the suddy area. So this could be the suds. So I'm gonna do really quickly suds like that, and then like that, like that, and then fade it, maybe some suds here, there, and some suds here, maybe something like that, just building up and stuff. Maybe this area has like a boatload of suds. So this area right here. This kind of just looks like the main color, to be honest with you. And then I wanna have, I could use the fill layer to do something with this. This could be kind of like the basis of the background. So this is gonna be very simple. I'm gonna take this color, the slightly darker than everything, right? And then I'm gonna go to this, and I want to make sure. No, I'm gonna do a line from here to all the way over somewhere in the distance where you can't really see it. I'm gonna press enter. Yeah, that's gonna be the horizon line. And because of that, hide the suds. Hide the sketch. Hide the sketch really quickly, and hide the line work, which is just gonna be the penguin in this case. And now I'm gonna do some really quick fill-in work that's gonna give the illusion of what we're trying to do. So first things first, I need to do dark sky or a bright sky, kind of like a sunset sort of effect. So I'm gonna go with this color as the base, and let's see if it worked. I don't see the color for some odd reason. It's not locked. Oh, that makes sense. Nothing. Or is it just taking its time? Unable to fill enclosed area. How come? Weird. Alright, let's do this thing then. Alright, do that, and then that, and then trying to get it to be almost exact. That works. Let's go for brighter yellow. Then this, and then it's gonna get to purple, and a really nice blue, or a really nice blue will be over here. And then what I could do with this layer is I could add something to it, like I know that there's like something where you could pass index. I'm gonna put 1 just in case. I think that's how it goes. And then I could add like a modifier, like a blur modifier. Like let's see. Is it this? Where is it? It's not noise. Is it smooth? No. There's a blur. It's in there. Build arrays. Maybe it's on the effects. Yeah, add effect blur. There it is. And then sample 50/50. Yeah, bring it up. See how it looks in the final result, how it's coming out. It is blurring, but I feel like it should blur even more into one another. Like major blur. Like a lot of blur. Maybe 500 by 500. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, right? It looks very pixelated, but I don't mind. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go onto the brush, and then I'm gonna do a really big brush. Maybe I'll take this marker bold, and I'm gonna make sure that it is selected to like a blue. right? I'm not sure how big this is though. How big is it? Does it say? Strength. Let's make it really big. Oh no, strength is gonna be very low, very low. Radius, really huge. And I want to make sure. It, is this the right mode? Tab. Cap lock. Tab is vertex paint. That's what it is. And then that's where I had to go for the blue. I go for this blue. Make sure that the radius is high. And then, or not that high though. Maybe, yeah, that should be good enough. Bring down the strength by a lot. And then I'm just gonna pass a really like blue through it. I think that's too blue. Ooh, that is definitely too blue. Too much blue. Maybe bring down the strength even more. So maybe something like that, and then pass it again, all the way from one end to the other, and then see what it looks like. Yeah, that's not bad. I feel like it should be brighter. Or maybe I could do like, let's see, how does that look? At this point, I'm just doing kind of like if I was doing it in like Photoshop or something like that, where I'm kind of just like determining the color based upon this. And I know what, I think I'm gonna go like a really bright blue up here. That seems like a lot. I don't know why it went everywhere. Oh, maybe it's because it's all filled. Okay, that's where I messed up in then. Uh, Let me just do the top part. Hopefully it only gets the top part, and it got almost all of it. Okay, that's not that bad though. Can I do like orange to it? Slightly orange tint to it. And then I'm gonna bring up the strength. And then I'm just gonna tap it. Boom, boom, boom. I can't see the orange on it for some odd reason. Maybe it's taking like really long time to calculate. It definitely changed. It calculated that changed colors. Alright, yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, I could go with that. I'll go with this. Where's my orange? I guess I had to drag it a little. That's why it was doing that. See? And then I gotta go with the blue up here. And I gotta drag it up here. I feel like I just take a complete turn when it comes to that. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna stick like this. I'll keep the background this blur and stuff. And uh, hmm, does this have like a way for it to only affect a certain thing? Use depth of field? No. Rotation? No. If I bring out the samples, oh, it makes it look more smoother. I like that. I keep it like that. Okay. Let's hope that this effect is not applied to like literally everything. Then that'll be a very blurred out penguin. Uh, let's see if I go back to draw mode. Uh, let's go back to the layers, which is for sure this one. Fill, wave, this. unhide the wave, and as you can tell, it is very blurred out. Uh, So maybe what I could do is for the sky, I could duplicate this layer. What I'm gonna do is uh, go onto object mode, and then I press Shift D, and then what I'm gonna do for the second one, I'm just gonna call this sky, and then this I'm gonna completely get rid of the effects that it has on it, and I'll get rid of the layer that has all the things. So take care of that. So now it's just gonna be penguin in the waves. Voila! See? Now I know that when I'm doing this sort of things, I don't sound super excited about doing this, but I really do enjoy when I figure something out. So yeah, look forward to seeing me enjoy animating, and hopefully you tag along and animate yourselves as well. Uh, Animation is not necessarily the most funnest in the sense of it's all gonna be like jokes. It's all gonna be like really playful environment and everything like that. No, you're probably gonna be by yourself for a while. You're gonna be and unless you have a team, then you're gonna be doing it with a team, and it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a really long while to do. Uh, let's see, how long have I been recording for? Almost. Wow, I think I've gone over the 20-minute mark, so I had to hurry this up really quickly. So first things first, I'm gonna do the fills. The fills. This is for the sky. Get rid of this and get rid of the waves on the sky, because that's just gonna be that. And then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna tab into that. I'm gonna go into draw mode, and then I'm gonna go onto the waves, and then the waves had to have some sort of thing where the stroke of this is gonna go above. Doesn't really matter in this sort of thing. It just matters in the sense of 3D space. So like, let's say that I go here, right? They're both in the same layer, right? So if I press G, and then I press Y, and then I bring it up a little bit more. If I press 0 again, now that looks like it's over it. Good, because I moved the layer itself. I'm not drawing on the 3D cursor itself. So I do very simple background color for the waves. It'll be ocean. I think ocean. I think I spelled that right. But just in case, you guys correct me down in the comments below. And now I'm just gonna go into here, and then I'm gonna select, go like this, and voila, that's the ocean right there. And I'm gonna do darker tone actually, and then I'm gonna do this sort of thing where I kind of just like, voila, and I'm gonna do a darker base right here. I need to see my sketch. My sketch should be above everything, because the sketch is the one that should be visible. So if that's the case, I'm gonna go into my lines, no, my oceans. I'm gonna press Control Z on the yep. Okay. So I'm gonna take this and move it up. Is there a way to move it up other than just doing that? I guess not. Okay. Unhide. Where's my cursor go? Alright, so I won't do any of the other things. Maybe I'll just do like one more wave right here and then keep it like that. And yeah, maybe do slightly darker tone skin. I almost said skin tone, but I actually just mean like this tone of the ocean. Why is it? I don't need it to go that high. Come on. There. All right. Now that that's done, I'm gonna select the waves. Make sure that the waves are above the ocean, and the wave is gonna have a color underneath it. So I'm gonna go onto ocean and I'm gonna add a layer above it, and this is gonna be wave base. Wave base. I could have started off with this, but I didn't. So I'm gonna select this color right here really quickly. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it slightly more like that. And then I'm just gonna do this thing where I kind of just draw. Oh, well, I had cap lock on. Wrong one. And then I'm just gonna do this little thing. And then I'm gonna do that. Maybe do the same color but with like same marks sort of thing, but with the same color right here. So I'm gonna make sure that I have the same exact color. For that, I'm gonna have to color pick it, and I gotta do that, and then let's see. Okay, not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. And essentially, I'm just passing that brush over it, over it. I'm like laughing my butt off over here because I thought to myself that I was doing something different. That is not the color I was hoping for. What the heck is going on? That is not the color I selected either. Oh, what the heck? Okay, I need to select that same color. Select this one. Come on. Okay, that works. Alright, now I just let it calculate because it's gonna take a while, and after it calculates, it looks like that. And then I'm gonna do some really quick wave pattern here, and something like that. Maybe some more suds. So I'm gonna go to the wave suds. Even though this just suds, suds. I'm gonna take off cap lock because for some odd reason I had cap lock on. S E. Oh. Mm. C. That's gonna mess me up if I have the grid on. Yeah. Come on, color picker. I gotta look up the shortcut key for color picker. Okay. Think that works. And I'm gonna do like a really dark base color for the blue right there. And I'm gonna select everything here and then something like that. That's where gonna be the shadow where the wave kind of covers it. And I'm just gonna give like the illusion to it to just kind of wrapping around the way. And then normally it's like less colors, but yeah. I'm doing some bright yellows. That's the suds. Maybe I'll do more yellows up here. Alright, let's see how that looks. And I feel like if I'm gonna be having this wave kind of move, I should have it be dragged out like that. I have the suds, yeah, the suds and that make a huge difference. Okay, so this and that is gonna get moved together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press edit mode, press A, M, and then I'm gonna move everything from the suds to the wave base. And then everything here, the suds itself, I'm gonna delete and go back onto draw mode, and it all should be merged together. So we got the ocean. That's weird. This looks so much different. It's like I'm missing a lot. Wave base. Okay. That's weird because like this technically are on top of this. So if I did take everything from here and then I press M to move it to wave, why would it do that? Okay. I'm gonna make sure everything cannot be selected except that. M wave base. Okay. That looks a little bit more better. That was weird. That wasn't a lot. That wasn't working well the first time around. Okay. So now I have the waves and I got the penguin. So now I need to do is bring the penguin above the waves and the suds. I'm gonna get rid of the sud layer because I don't have the suds anymore. And then I'm gonna move the waves on edit mode, uh, like I did with the other thing. Press G, X, and then move it. Oh no. Uh, okay. I'm like, I literally moved everything. Yeah, so like, make sure the lines are there and the ocean stays still. So there's G now, and then since everything else is locked, it should be just fine. And then start the wave before the penguin, like not before, after the penguin, like way after the penguin, and then I'm gonna have him. I have the wave cache up to the penguin by the end. So I'm gonna press. I'm gonna keep it there, and then the last frame I'm gonna press G, move it all the way to the end. Maybe have it almost devouring the penguin. G, move it up a little, rotate it, come on. G. And then I go right in the center, kind of like what I did before. And then I'm gonna press to interpolate it, so it's all of those. And interpolate sequence, so it is between that one and that one. It is almost sure. Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong layer. Okay. Let's see how that looks so far. Now, if I want to get a good look of how it actually does look in the final render, it'll be kind of more closer to this. Let me hide the sketch for just a moment. And so far, that's the animation. As you can tell, the wave goes up to catch up to the penguin, but it is like all messed up because, you know. So what I had to do here is I had to create more waves and or have like a layer behind the penguin that also gets animated at the same speed as this wave that covers up this whole entire area. Uh, so what I'm thinking is gonna be uh, below this wave one, and it's gonna be really simple. It's gonna be like a pretty simple color, maybe something like this one, that color right there. So I'm gonna go layer select, and then select that color, one like this, and then that doesn't have to be super accurate. And I'm gonna make sure to select like this. And then I'll do it like that. And yeah, and I'm gonna do a slightly lighter, maybe something like this for the top part of it. And Okay. Maybe I'll do that. And since I drew it right in the center, I have to move this all the way to the first layer. Kind of. And then what I'm thinking is, let's see if I could do like some jitter effect to that layer. Or something, some noise to that one specific layer. I do a position based noise. Yeah, like that. And stretch it out maybe. Not bad. Let's see how those look. Yeah. And then I want it to be, oh, what the heck. So I want it to only influence certain sections. So I want it to only influence layer, what's it called? This one. And thickness. Let's do a variation on thickness. Strength, position, noise offset. Let's not have it too thick. So let's just keep it the same thickness. Noise seed. Let's do noise seed too. And no UVs. And then let's see how it kind of starts to look. It looks so silly because not it doesn't look very good. Okay. What I'm thinking I could do is have it all the way at the end, right? And then I'm gonna have everything from this one layer. Let's see, where's the layer stuff? I think it's in this one. Okay, I have everything from that one layer be selected. A, G, and then move it slightly back. Oh no, Shift D, and then move it slightly back. And not the, oh, not too far back. Okay. Okay. That could work. And I take this also, and then D, move that all the way to the back over here. So it's the same frame, right? But I want this one to have everything, literally everything. G, and then move it all the way over here. Nope. G. Move it down. Rotate it. G. And I want it to kind of align with it, but not too much, so it doesn't seem like it's overpowering it. And then I want to do this thing where I'm gonna go to the wave, and then I want to sculpt the end parts. So and then I'm gonna press on the multi layer, and then I'm gonna press back. Do I only have I know that I have multiple frames for that one, right? Like this? No, it's not this. I'm trying to sculpt is this one. So I'm gonna try sculpting the wave. So I'm gonna press A. Make that bigger. Okay. Yeah, select this one's right here, and then press X, delete frames, and then go here, and then I'm gonna interpolate it just like I did before, but because this time it's being interpolated, can it only get interpolated in edit mode or something, or in draw mode? What the heck is going on here? Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Yep, it looks bad. It is bad. Okay. Okay. It did interpolate it. That's for sure. Between those two. Alt A. Maybe this. Oh, it's this. I had the multiple frame ones. Okay, that's what it was. Deselect the multiple frames. Alright. Make sure I don't have multiple frames selected. Interpolate. Try seeing if that works. Alright. Tab. Draw mode. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Alright, and now I have this, and then the ending result is this. So now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go here and then press to interpolate. Feel like it needs to go higher. So maybe, let's see. You see that? Didn't it get interpolated? Or, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why is it not interpolating? That's what makes sense. Let's see how that looks now. Okay. It is interpolating, but I don't want it to interpolate like that. I want it to interpolate with less frames between that one. So instead of having that much interpolation, so like let's say I do the interpolation. Now I go to the interpolate sequence thing. So I'm gonna do every 3 steps. Or no, every 3 frames. Every 3 frames is gonna move, so it's gonna look like it just it kind of pops. Or you know what? I'll do every 2 frames so that it looks slightly more smooth. Smoothing it out by like 30 or that much. Yeah, that's fine. Uh, Linear. Yeah, I'll go with linear, and just press enter. And so far, let's see. Now we got a penguin surfing. You see that? And just like that, that takes care of mostly everything. I'm gonna do like the quick palm tree, and I'm gonna call it a night. So for the palm tree, I'm gonna go into my sketch layer. This is not gonna get animated, but I'm gonna make sure that everything looks nice. So we're missing the clouds and the palm tree. For the clouds, I could do it in the, what's it called? What the heck? What's this? Alright, okay. Come on, allow me to rename it. palm tree. The palm tree is gonna go above in front of everything, so that's gonna be like a let's go for that color, and it's gonna be really quickly done. It's gonna be like voila and voila, and then I'm gonna do some really simple lines. Click on the drawing tool, and then I'm gonna go for a dark red-ish, not too dark, maybe something like that, and then I just gotta draw the lines on it. And then I'm gonna do like some really rough shadow. And some really bright highlight. So for the highlight, I'm gonna go brighter and a little bit more yellow, and then I'm gonna go right over this edge like that, and like this. And now I'm gonna go for the leaves. Now, I could have done like the palm tree as a silhouette, which, you know what, I gotta do it like a silhouette. It's gonna be a lot easier if I do like a silhouette. So uh, and press let's go to edit mode, press A, and make sure I only have access to the one that I'm touching. So X points, and I'm gonna go back onto draw mode. I'm gonna do like a silhouette. I like the idea of a silhouette instead of everything else. So it saves me time. That's what it is. It has to be black. I don't know why it colored it like that. Nope, I'll keep it like that. I just need to color it black. Or just like a darker color. And then I'm just gonna tap on it. Make sure that that's the only layer available. Maybe that's the only one visible. And tap. Tap on it. Okay, for some reason that doesn't seem to want to do the trick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go onto here, Vertex Paint, and yes, babe.
I just wanted to see it. Oh, that's a beautiful sunset so far.
And then like that, I'm gonna quickly paint over it.
And a beautiful palm tree.
And after it loads a little bit more, maybe it will fully color it in, because as you can see, I'm getting the spinning wheel doom. The very colorful spinning wheel doom. Kind of looks like this color wheel, right?
Yeah, it does. Or a lollipop.
Mm-hmm. Whenever it goes away, it should be able to color it as pretty dark, and then let me do it a little bit darker. Just tap once, since all of it is connected as one. Let me tap and then move a little, not too much. I don't need it to be too dark to actually color it dark. Yeah, that works. And now, if I go onto draw mode, let's do a layer behind everything, so it'll be behind the ocean or something. This one will be called clouds. And I do really simple silhouettes of clouds. There's gonna be kind of like that, maybe like an orangey cloud or something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe some kind of like silhouettes. That. I like the idea of having giant clouds. So I'm gonna do that instead. And I think that should be brighter if it's gonna be that. Now this might look kind of weird to most people, but that's part of the work. Now I guess done. And you see that big blob is what you get when it doesn't want to work to your liking, or at least to my liking.
Ooh, cool clouds.
This is not the traditional color for clouds, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be
sunsets it is.
brown.
Well, not white.
See how it's like doing that big blob right there, where it's just like doing a line. It's not supposed to do that, but it does that occasionally when it doesn't calculate it correctly. And right now, since my CPU is running like crazy just to record this video for you guys, it is doing that. So in the future, I'm gonna get a better computer so then it doesn't have that problem, and then all my videos can come out a lot better for both the quality sake for you guys and for my sake, because I like my videos coming out nicely, and my drawings to take less time too. So it's like a win-win scenario. Okay, that's about it. You know what? I do this part right here like that, and then call it a day. Yeah. And now if I unhide everything, see it that part is for some odd reason visible. So and I go to the ocean. Okay, that makes sense. Bring the ocean above there. And I go onto the clouds and I lock everything except the clouds. Uh, Except the clouds. And I'm gonna do a quick what's this one? This like tint. Okay, let's tint it. I'm gonna do like a yellow like let's give it like a little bit of blue to it. And then a little tint of blue up here. Well, that's too much. That's too much tint. Oh, that makes sense. The strength is set to 80. That's not good. That's good. Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I look at it from as a thumbnail sketch, that actually doesn't look bad. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And maybe I could do like a solid, darker color over here or something. Um, it'll be really simple. Go onto the paint bucket tool and go and darker with the blue, and then let's see, blue, darker. Let's see how that looks. Yes.
Oh, I accidentally grabbed touched your shirt.
Mhm. And now I'm just doing like really simple shapes to kind of block it out. Make it look like it stands out. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Maybe I'll take this blue and I'll do something with that. Maybe slightly brighter. And do a little thing right here where it is, so you can kind of tell the difference between the ocean and the clouds. And so I'm gonna do like a little bright yellow thing right here. Yeah. Oh, not what I was hoping for. It doesn't look that bad. It kind of looks like a sunset. I think I liked it though, the way it was coming out.
I like how you made the clouds
Just
blue.
looking at the thumbnail version of it, cause like I'm looking at it through a different kind of screen. Let me get rid of the sketch, cause that's gonna be very distracting. And just looking at the picture itself, it doesn't look bad. Like I like how the sky looks.
I
So,
think it's beautiful.
and now let's play the animation, because the important part is to be able to see the penguin surfing,
Wow, that looks really cool.
and that's the penguin surfing. Now, it is not professionally made, but it is not bad for something that got done under an hour. How much time did we took to make this, guys? It was it was about an hour to make. Holy crap! I was hoping for it to be 20 minutes, but I clearly went over my head, and I decided to do extra details, which I should have not done in my now thinking about it. But overall, the final result came out pretty decently nice. So if you like how this came out and you want to see more animations done as like this, or you just want to see like a time lapse of how I do certain animations, you let me know. I'll do a time lapse of this animation, or I'll release the animation right here on my YouTube also. So yeah, feel free to stay tuned. Let me switch out to this. Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos like this. I do post as oftenly as possible. Lately, I haven't been posting, but I will be posting more now that I have more spare time and the holidays are out of the way, so I don't have to go out of my way to get people gifts or anything like that. So I got more time for this, for you guys, for our special time together, and you know, our special time together. Whenever you draw something, you get your own special time where you just focus on the drawing, and you lose track of time completely, like I did in this case. So go into your own world and have fun, essentially. And have a good night, have a good day, have a good evening to everybody out there. Thank you all for joining me, and goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, consider subscribing or leaving a like. And check out these videos if you enjoyed and stood until the end. Thank you and goodbye.